So I wanted a download for you, Virgo, before I started this video, but I'm not sure if you're gonna like it, okay? There am I in the kitchen thinking, I'm just about to go and do Virgo. Let's have something profound. And it says, no one puts baby in the corner. I'm like, okay, maybe Virgo's feeling really feisty. And then someone else comes in and says, I think they already did. So that is the download that I'm starting your video with. Okay, we're going to have a look. I'm going to take a couple of cards right now, actually. Just saying. Okay. Eight of Swords. That is not, I get entrapment, and I don't know why I'm getting all these kind of strong, I mean, that's when someone's trying to get you to do something. It feels like there is some level of control over you here, or there is some level of maybe even manipulation going on just behind the scenes. This is a card that talks about not thinking you've got options. You know, you're feeling trapped, but actually it's a chrysalis and it's a butterfly, and you're going to come out sometime. Are you going to come out swinging? This is the thing. Now, I don't know. We're going to look in this reading. We're going to take channeled messages, okay? We're going to look at your work life. We're going to look at your love life. We're going to look at your overall energy and any channeled messages that you need to know, okay? For your love life, there's an extended reading as well. So if you get on with your love life here and it really resonates, first link in the description box. But for now, Virgo, are you in the corner, and how do you get out? Who put you there, and what is going on? Second card I get is the Two of Wands. Now this is a card about making dynamic decisions. Not decisions in a way that Virgos often make decisions, which is to consider the facts, to run it through the computer of your brain, and to think, right, this, and this. This is Wands, Two of Wands, and it's dynamic and it's fiery. And every single sign that I've been reading for this cycle has been getting a bit of fire thrown in, a little bit of sass, a little bit of whoosh. And I like this for you in this situation, because Virgo is a sign of service, and we know this. Lots of people know this, and sometimes they know it rather too well. So I'm feeling like for some of you it's at work with colleagues, for some of you this is friends, family, for some of you, we'll do your love reading in a second, it will be in your relationship. But there's a feeling of needing to choose something, but also, oh, hello. Oh my God. Hang on. Wowzers. I didn't see that coming. Okay. I'm liking the look of that. So there's opportunity. There's opportunity for connection here. Connection with friends, connection with your boss, connection with a lover. This feels, it feels like a game that you can win, but it's a game you don't want to play, because Virgos don't play games. Sometimes, Virgo, you're caught up in the game even when you didn't want to play. You're already in it, okay? I'm going to write that down because that's important for you. Just drop my glasses. Happens a lot. Hang on. Yeah, sometimes, even if you're, you know, what my mum calls a play with a straight bat, other people don't, and you're already on the pitch. Okay, yeah, that's interesting, because that looks like a rat. They're like, what? Four of Cups. Okay, this is getting into emotional neutral. Imagine you're driving a gear stick car, okay? And every gear does something. Takes you faster, takes you cruising, makes you reverse, makes you start, all that kind of thing. But there's neutral. You have it in neutral, not in gear, waiting to be deployed, okay? Waiting until you do something. This, in your situation, is a really good place to be if you don't feel that you can release the cannon of whatever it is you have to say. Okay, so let's say, for example, I'm just going to close my curtain a bit more because the sun's getting involved. Let's say, for example, you've got a standoff going on at work. Your boss has been doing that passag email from the boss. You know what I mean. She or he is sitting about 3 seconds away there, but they don't come and see you. They just email you. Nice. And you're getting really, really riled up by this. And you want to go and bust a gut in there and say something. Cool your jets, Nelly. Okay? Keep it on the down low. Whether it's your boss, whether it's your bestie, whether it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, pet, keep it cool. Keep it on the down low. It will help you. Especially if your feelings are a bit mixed up. You know, if you're feeling like, oh, I really want to do this, but I really want to get that, but that's standing in my way. Ugh. Sometimes it just becomes emotional noise in your head. Okay? With this, I'm interested. That is a rat, isn't it? Now, if you watch my dailies, you'll know I'm hopeless at identifying animals, but I've seen some rats in my time. I live in a street with some overflowing bins and a student situation. So, there's something about the rats skulking around as they do. You can't really, they're quite hard to spot actually. Even when you see one occasionally, that's nothing compared with how many are there. Okay? There's something here about finding out what you're worth. Finding out what your game plan is. Even if you don't want to play games, you're there. You're on the chessboard. You're going to make a move. Otherwise, it's checkmate. You're there whether you like it or not. Oh, that's nice, actually. I like that for you. 7 of Wands. Mars in Leo. When you get the 7 of Wands, it's a fight. And it's not a fight as in, you know, like we used to have at school, when people would go meet me at the top of a field and everyone would go fight, 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 and the teachers came and broke it up. It's not as basic as that. It's more of an adult thing. It's more of a sophisticated thing. But when you get the 7 of Wands or Mars in Leo, there's a sense in which you need to find out what your line is. Find out what your boundary is. Find out what your desire and how much you want it. And what you're prepared to do to get it. And when you're sure, because that 4 of Cups is saying take a bit of time, go into emotional neutral. You know, you're on the back foot. This is good. You're in the corner. Great. You've got time to think. Time to come up with a game plan. Okay? Make sure that you behave, that you act, that your body language, that what's coming out of your mouth is saying... I know what I want to say, but you can't really swear on YouTube. I'm the so take a whiff. Fake it till you make it if you're not able to do that normally, okay? No apologies, no explanations. No one puts baby in the corner, full stop. I'm coming out. Drop the mic. Love that. Let me show you the cards on the table because you can kind of see it as a progression. How do you like my fade, by the way? Yeah, I know. It's very 1985. Okay, so here we have it. Trapped, stuck in a corner, making dynamic decisions, making plans. This I'm very interested in and I want to see what comes up for your love life as well. There is self-love involved with this too. Okay, it's the way you love yourself, it's the way you value yourself, it's the way you back yourself, you vote for yourself. If you're feeling confluxed and confused and your feelings are all over the place, because Virgo, you're basically usually nice people, and it's tricky when you're dealing with other people that might not be quite as nice as you are, or might be perfectly nice people. But it's like, you know, I play quite a lot of tennis. Some people are great when you're talking to them in the bar, you know, you're really good friends with them. Get them on a tennis court, my God. And me, when I'm on a tennis court, lorry driver Gemma comes out, swear all over the place. So it's not necessarily good versus bad and friend versus foe. you're in the game. It's a bit like Hunger Games at this point. You know, you're in the game, so take your best shot, but also draw the lines for yourself. You will find that this draws people towards you and situations go in your favour. It's like a moth to the flame. You're doing what I do when I light my fire at night. Okay, I've got a real fire and it's like a wood burner, and you've got to put the stuff in, and I don't use, you know, petrol or anything to light it. I just use being able to light a fire to light it. Stack it all up with the bits of wood and the newspaper and all the rest of it. And then there's like a vent. You shut the door and it draws up the chimney, and then it starts to burn brighter. And this is you. You are going from being very much turned in on yourself to being very much creating a draw so other people are attracted to you. And what you will find then is that people will be attracted and interested and listening, and then you deliver what is your bottom line. And I have a feeling this is going to spill over into your love life. So I'm going to take a bridge card, and then I'm going to use my love deck. Yes, I am. Feeling very sassy on your behalf today. Oh, yeah. Father of Swords. Okay, this is like the King of Swords. This is the Elder. This is you in your maturity. You've matured. Your idea has matured. Your idea of yourself has matured. King of Swords puts everything to the sword of truth. But it's their sword of truth. It's your sword of truth. This is about taking command. And it doesn't have to be that you're wanging your great big sword around the joint, okay? It doesn't have to be that. Sometimes it's all in the eyes. Do you ever remember at school there were certain teachers, sometimes who did not look, you know, like little old ladies, for example, would come in and everyone would just shut up. It was one of those things. They had it going on. Sometimes it's in the pregnant pauses. If you're negotiating with anybody, work, play, love, don't fill the silences. Don't be kind to the conversation. Negotiation has got a lot to do with who speaks, who blinks first, and who can keep the peace. Okay, let's have a quick look at your love life. Woo-hoo-hoo! May take some more of these bad boys because I'm loving the wild unknown, and I'm loving the fact that I've remembered the name of it. Did a reading for Libra, I couldn't remember the name of it all the way through. I know. Okay, let's have a look at your love life. We've bridged these two with the King of Swords because you are speaking up, speaking out. You're not raising your voice necessarily unless that's something you feel you want to do. You're raising your vibration. You're raising your importance in the situation. You're raising your riz, your magnetism, your fire, actually. It's interesting. You're an earth sign. You're mutable. Mutable signs, I'm a mutable sign, I'm your opposite, I'm Pisces, but mutable signs tend to give way to other people because you're not that fussed about winning the game. You know, it's like, oh, for God's sake, let's just get the job done. Not this time. Dig your heels in, okay? Now, love. Very, very nice. We're kicking off with temperance. Itchy nose for that. I'm liking that a lot. Temperance is taking the rough with the smooth, the good with the bad. It's this gorgeous blend. It's usually got a woman with two jugs and she's pouring them into this sort of river that she's got her feet in. That's the Rider-Waite. Her feet are in the source and the source is the water. And I'm talking about source as in creation, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Okay? So when it comes to your love life, your feet are in the source, which is where we want them to be. Okay? also represents Sagittarius. Whoa, it's weird actually, because I thought that, you can see they're very similar, can't you? These two cards. I thought that one was the other, because you've now got Judgment. Now, Judgment is a couple of things. One is my Back to the Future card, so there's always something in Judgment about returning to something, revisiting. It can be revisiting a relationship, revisiting a person, revisiting a rule, revisiting your own set of rules for relating. These two work together very well. Judgment, of course, also implies that there is a judgment. It's more in the kind of vein of Revelation. You know, in the Bible, the whole idea that you would come back and your life would be judged, you know, if you could be raised. But if you're thinking of it in terms of tarot and judgment, it has this flavour of coming around again. You get another chance at this. And for some of you, it may be that your last relationship could have been with a narcissist, I'm getting, only because when I get the King of Swords coming up, that word always is in my head, and that won't be for all of you. Some of you may have had narcissistic fathers as well. That won't be for all of you, but it's here. I'm channeling that. And it's translatable to both your work life and your love life. How you deal with people who seek to keep you between the lines. It's time for you to colour outside the lines. By God, look at you with all of these majors. This is a major shake-up in your love life. Whether this is about someone you've just met, which I doubt, or someone you've already got a story with of whatever kind. We've got Temperance, Judgment, and the Devil. Oh my God. 3 major arcanas, spiritual big jobs. Okay, I'm going to take one more of these, then I'm going to take one of these Wild Unknown cards. And I've remembered the name of that twice, and it was that card. Okay, that's great. Right, 6 of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative. Why do you want to come out? You can come out next then. Let me just do this. So I always talk to my tarot cards like they're people, because they are. You're like, I knew she was a crazy woman right from the start. Okay. Oh! Yeah, this deck, by the way, Wild Unknown, because I can remember the name of it whenever I like, it doesn't half get down to it. Loads of you have commented in the Libra video how much you like it. I haven't used it for a while, and I should use it more, because by God, it's good. Right, 3 of Swords, old wounds, being in a bind. For some of you, this is about, this is this whole father figure, narcissism, misogyny, patriarchy I'm getting. All of that from one little bobbin of swords. These are the swords that are used to keep you like that are used to keep you in the corner. It's hard for anyone to break out of a routine that was established when they were young. We know this. It's not impossible. There may be a need for shadow work. There may be a need for you to just consider who pulled the strings in your previous relationships, in your family relationships, wherever it is that is the most heated for you, because you are going to be able to change this with the 6 of Wands, okay? And it's very, very beneficial. And it feeds into this Ace of Cups, which is what I would like to call original love, real love, self-love. 4 of Pentacles for that. That's the card which I call keep it in your pants, keep it in your purse, okay? Four of Pentacles is a card of retention, investment in yourself, holding on to something, not blabbing the farm. If you're in a connection with someone where you're sending long, chunky explanatory text messages, freaking well stop sending them. Just stop that stuff. Do anything you like. Go garden, disco, dance, meet your friend. Stop doing that. Take your power back, okay? Yeah. Daughter of Cups, this is your vulnerability. This is your feminine, divine feminine. And it's undervalued in whatever's been going on, okay? It's undervalued. Maybe you undervalued it, maybe they undervalued it. Nice. We then get the Queen of Pentacles. This is you, Earth sign, Queen of Pentacles, but it's also, it's a sign of great dignity. You want something in your love life, okay? You want something. You have a goal, you have it in mind, you know you want it, but you're not going to be grabby, you're not going to be sweaty, and you're not going to be desperate. The Queen of Pentacles does not move. Notice on any tarot deck, she's always there. She's always like with the bunnies and stuff in a field. She's on her throne. She's not checking her phone, okay? Stop checking your phone. I'm not normally this bossy. The Chariot, 2 horses, 1 ass, okay? Quite like that for you, actually. Do you remember when you had this 2 of Wands? You have a decision to make here about your love life. What the heck is that? It sounds like there's an alarm going off. You have a decision, obviously it's time. You have a decision to make about your love life, okay? You have an opportunity to overthrow old patterns, either with somebody you're connected with now, or even with looking down the back draft of your exes, okay? Changing how you go forward, changing how you deal with it. The person that you're dealing with, I don't know if you're long distance or if there's some kind of disconnect going on, because I don't see them here very much. I don't see where they are, which is interesting. Sometimes it's what's not said that is the most revealing, okay? In the extended reading, I am going to look at, I'm going to start off with taking cards for your person because they don't get away with it that lightly. Yes. And then we're going to take it from there because who knows what's going to come up, okay? We'll do the shadow side. We'll look at what is the best way forward for you, okay? We'll get a bead on a kind of a plan, a little map. But I think it's very important that we look at the other person first. Oh my God. Look at the Love Oracle card you get. Itchy nose a go-go, you get boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries. Protect them, Virgo. Protect them. Drop the mic. If you want the extended, first link in the description box. Leave me a comment. You've got this. Namaste.